Well, we've been tracking Hurricane Erin, and while it is not expected to make landfall, it will have an impact along our coast. This is a live look right now outside at Wells, where a jetty offers a little protection as the waves from Erin start to build. As it churns up the Atlantic Ocean, the eastern seaboard is getting battered by powerful waves and an increased potential for rip currents. So Ryan Breton is here to talk a little more about those dangers before we actually get to weather.
Yeah, it's exposed southeast facing beaches especially that are going to have the biggest waves, the worst rip currents. You know, if you're in the marinas in port, not going to be a concern, okay. But once you get out into more open ocean, that's where this is going to be a problem. Here's a look at Erin right now. It is starting to weaken, but it's a beast of a storm. It's been churning up the Atlantic for days and days. It is going to head out to sea and continue weakening, and once we get to about Sunday, it'll be far enough away that seas will start to subside. But both tomorrow and Saturday, and perhaps even into Sunday as well, you've got to be aware of the rip current risk. So if you're at the beach and wondering if you can see the rip currents, it's really this gap between the white caps. Notice how there's a break in the waves there? That's water rushing out away from the shoreline. So if you get caught in one of these rip currents, sometimes the first inclination is to turn around and fight it. You don't want to do that because you'll tire yourself out. That's when people really get into trouble. If you happen to get caught in one, you want to swim out and then parallel to shore, either left or right. That's how you break the grip of the rip current. And they will be an issue over these next couple of days. You can see near the core of the hurricane and the most exposed shoreline of the East Coast, we do have some 15-footers rolling in right now. The south coast of New England, it's been really impressive today, some 12-footers off Block Island right now. We have been protected so far from the biggest waves, but once the storm goes by to our east and we're facing it a bit more, it looks like later tomorrow into Saturday, those seas will continue to climb. And you can see that here. I think tomorrow on the southern Maine coastline, it's probably similar to today with 4 6-footers, maybe some 7 or 8s late in the day. But tomorrow morning, the biggest wave is probably going to be on the down east coast. And then later tomorrow into Saturday morning, that's when the biggest waves probably hit the coast of York and Cumberland counties. This green shading here would line up with 8 to 10-footers. So that's what we're looking at for Saturday morning. And then as we get into Saturday night and Sunday, seas should start to subside, but sometimes the rip current risk can continue a while longer after the seas do go down. So there's a high surf advisory up for the entire coastline through the day on Saturday. Again, waves 6 to 10 feet through that period.